Hey friends, are you ready for some furry friends cards and a coloring technique you probably haven't seen before? If so, stick around, let's take a look. As you know, I do a weekly giveaway. All you have to do to enter is comment on my videos. Here's today's question is, are you a dog or a cat person? Or maybe a bird person? Tell me what your favorite animal is in the comments below. We are using this adorable, cutest crew bundle to create some fun cards. And we are going to do some coloring techniques like I mentioned. So I have stamped these images with basic gray ink, very simple. I don't know if you know this, we are going to color with my alcohol markers, my blends markers. You can stamp with any of our regular inks and color over that. If you do a lot of coloring, it can start to bleed, but if you're only going over once or twice, it's not a problem at all, and you can go ahead and use the regular inks to stamp. So here's what I am going to do. On this one, we'll come up a little closer. I'm going to show you two different ways to blend where you can get some highlights, and we're highlighting the color lifter marker, the colorless marker. Do you know about this? Hopefully you do. But we're going to show several different ways to use it today with some interesting blending techniques along with these cute little animal stamps. So the first one, I'm going to do the way I did this dog on the left. So I'm going to I'll color in his head and his ears first. And I like to work in small sections because keeping the ink wet is important to get the blending effect that I want. If it starts to dry, then things don't blend as well. So all I'm gonna do there on the front of his face to get a lighter area in the center is to go ahead and swirl that color lifter right there in the center. And this all takes a bit of time to work as the blending is still happening and things are still drying. Takes a little bit till we can see that end result, but let's go ahead and do the bottom half of the dog while we are waiting. And to get some highlights on these, I'm going to just draw one straight little line on each of these areas. If you think about it with the legs, the part that comes out the farthest is probably the part that light will hit, that will be lightest in color. And that's how I try to think about, well, where do I put my lights and my darks? Now, on this next dog, we are going to do what I did right here. And this is my favorite technique and the easiest of the ones that I will share today. And here it is, just simply outline each of the areas. I'll go ahead and outline the ear. We'll outline the head. And then I am just going to use my color lifter and go over one time. I am applying this basically halfway on the area that I just colored and halfway onto the blank space. And as this sits, it is going to blend the color that I added into that white space. And I just love, I've started doing this more often. I just love this way of coloring because you get some of that color in there, but it is so easy. You don't have to color the whole image. It goes a lot faster and is just easier. We'll add just a little bit right there. So I'll show it to you right now and then we'll pull it back in here in just a second. We will finish up some cards with these pieces and we'll see how the blending has turned out in another couple of minutes. So the next one, let's move on to our kitty card. And for this one, we're doing a similar technique, but we are leaving those cats uncolored and we're doing the blending around the outside of the cats to create more of like a glowing effect that, again, at the edges, it blends into that blank space, which on this card, I've used smoky slate cardstock there in the background. So I'm just going to finish this last cat right here on the end. I have my light Melon Mambo marker. Going to color right outside of the cat. Remember with your blends markers, they do bleed outward slightly. So when you're coloring, just try to leave a little bit of a gap between the outline and where you're coloring. So we'll do a bit of an outline here, and then I'm going to come back with my fresh freesia marker and add a little bit with that. So as I'm doing this, again, about half of what I'm coloring is on top of the pink that I just did, and half of it is on the cardstock that does not have any color on it yet. Now I will come back with my color lifter. This just helps, it helps remove color, and it helps with what I'm doing with these techniques I'm showing you today. Helps blend that color into the open space. I have another card I created. I need to show that one to you that shows this effect in a really neat way with a floral card. Go ahead and color in this butterfly that's left. So let's look at this up close, and we'll bring that back in a minute. You can still see the outline from the color lifter marker is still there, but that will go away here in just a moment. So let's go ahead and let's look at this other card, and then we'll finish up the ones I've created, and I'll show you the bird card as well. Here's one where I did the same technique I did on this little dog, where I just colored some of the outlines, and then I went back with that color lifter and blended it into the open space. And I really liked how this turned out. I thought this was a really nice effect. This is a designer paper print that I just decided I wanted to add some color to, and thought that blending effect with just a little bit of color, but then blending it into that neutral space turned out really neat. So let's finish these cards. On the background of these cards, you will see I used an embossing folder. It's called the Ladybug Picnic embossing folder. I thought it was a fun option for the background. And I have cut these dies, these die cuts. I used a die set called Nested Essentials that I have been using a ton. This is the other shapes in the set are classic, and I use them a ton on my greetings. These I don't use quite as often, but I thought they worked very nicely with this card set. For some longer, narrower ones that sometimes I can't find any dies that work with them, these work perfectly. So here you can see the cute little dogs, the two that I colored in all the way, but then provided some highlights with that color lifter. And then these two that I blended around the edges, colored around the edges, but then blended into that white space. Let's take a look at the kitty card. Again, I use that same embossing folder. This is kind of fun. Have you ever colored with your alcohol markers and you turn it over and think like, oh my gosh, I really like how the backside looks? This one, I wouldn't necessarily say that, but someday we are going to do a tutorial where we color and then we flip it over and we use the backside, because the backside can look really neat as well. I used some shimmer paper in the background right here. It's called Sunset Shimmer Paper. It's just beautiful. I've been using it on just about everything I make, so I wanted to mention that. And here you can see how this one down here also, we got the pink and then the light purple color, and then it just blends into that open space for just a fun and different effect. Let's look at the bird card that I created. I did this one a little bit differently, but similar. This one, I just left some open space between the birds and where I started my coloring. So I used my Azure Afternoon marker, and then I used Pool Party on the outside, and then I used that color lifter to help it blend into the open space, and just added a little bit of color for the grass and the birds' beaks, and you can see how that one came together. I hope you enjoyed seeing these cards today. Quick moment of encouragement. Have you ever seen the movie or read the book, Heaven is for Real? The world we live in can be so very distracting. It can be very disheartening. But friends, we have something to look forward to if you know the Lord. And we need to stay focused on these things, fix our eyes on not what is seen, but on what is unseen, right? Heaven is for real. You got to see it. You got to watch the movie. It's an amazing story. I just love it. Gives me hope for what I have to look forward to. I hope you have that to look forward to as well. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. If you want to chat more about life, go visit my other YouTube channel, Life with Anna Helman. I hope you'll be back here again next time when I'm here helping you to hand make with love.